Hello guys, and in today's video we are going to be showing you how to put down the sub-scenery. Now the sub-scenery is the dirt layer before you put down static grass. Now I'm going to show you how I do it. I know a lot of people have different ways, and yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so the first step is going to be getting the materials. Now the first material we're going to need is glue. Use white glue that dries clear just like doing ballast, which by the way is dry now, looks great. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to get some paint. What I use is, let me grab it. It's right here. What I use is this. It's acrylic, right? And it is in the raw sienna color. Raw sienna works well for what I'm modeling for this. If you're doing like a desert scene, you're gonna want more of a kind of like, you know, desert sand color. Now, the dirt is gonna be the same thing. This is just plain dirt I'm using. And plain dirt works really well, but the thing is it darkens a lot. Now, if you want a very light scene, grab yourself some beige colored grout and add it to this as you need to basically color it how you want it. Now, the next step is going to be, what I use is just this colander, works really well. You can just shake the dirt on. So yeah, that's what you do. And you also should have some brushes for brushing on the glue and some things like that. Now what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna show you how we would paint this. I'm not actually gonna paint it because it's already painted. By the way, this is spray painted, this is glued, or not glued. This is, use the acrylic paint, so don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today. So let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so let's get straight into the process of making our dirt. Now, the first step is going to be grab your colander. Now, you can do usually a finer mesh. This is the finest mesh I could find in the store nearby, so this is what I'm gonna use. But first step is you wanna get yourself a scoop of it. I like putting the dirt in a bin, so just go get yourself like a bucket of dirt, like a 5-gallon bucket or something. Then I have this thing that you just sift into. It's as simple as that. Look at the material we get from that. Perfect model railroad dirt. Works great. Don't even have to worry about it. Then what I do is I put it in a jar. You can use this for a long time. Dirt doesn't go bad, so you just put it in a jar. And yeah, I go and do this like, you know, once a month. And make sure to do it when it's dry. If it is wet, you can put it in the oven in a tin, like a pan you don't care about, something like that. Spread it out, put it in the oven, and bake it at 350 until it's dry. So that's what I do if mine is dry. This is not wet, or sorry. That is what I do if mine is wet. This is dry, so I don't even have to worry about that. So we've got our dirt. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna prep our surface. Now, I'm assuming you've already painted it. That's very easy. You just take your paint, you just apply it, like you apply a lot of it, works great. There you go. The next step is to grab a brush and to grab something you're gonna put your glue in. Now that's where I'm gonna put my glue in. Now, you grab your glue. I forgot to put the cover on my glue last night. That's not good. Just gotta poke it. You grab your glue. You put a decent amount. Now, to take care of your brush after you do the gluing, I'd suggest taking it outside and spraying with a hose or doing it in your sink, depending on what you allow to go into your sink. But anyway, now you just see what I'm doing here? Getting glue on the brush. Now, just apply it wherever you want dirt. And doing this makes so it gets applied easier. So just go around and do this. You can also brush it if it's a flat surface. But anyway, see you when that is all done. Now that we've gotten to this point, I'm also going to teach you how to make a old gravel pad. Now this is like simulating, you know, a very old gravel pad. So what we're gonna do is first we're always gonna apply our dirt, because gravel can go over dirt. Doesn't look good if you put dirt over gravel, because it makes it thicker in the wrong spots. So grab your glue and start putting little patches, just like all around. I like make them like random, you know? That's where our dirt's gonna go. There we go. And I'm also gonna just paint it on this spot because I want to be just all dirt right there. Now that's done, you can put your brush in water for now. Should keep it from drying, which is what I'm gonna do. Now, the next step is going to be, let me clean up here. The next step is going to be applying the dirt. Now, how I like to do this, oh wait, I missed a spot. It's always fine if you miss a spot to go back. Just gonna put some glue here. And just do it like this. And when your brush is wet like this, it actually helps evenly spread it. If you're having a hard time spreading it. Now, our next step is going to be grabbing our dirt, grabbing our sieve, and sprinkling it over the layout. Now, what I'm gonna do is just do it while I'm This is gonna make a mess, but you can always vacuum it up. You just play over everything. But take it over. On large areas, you don't have to vacuum up. Okay. Now, there's two things you could do right now. You could let it dry and then do this, but that will take a long time, and I'm making a video here, so I don't have a long time. So, what I do is I'm gonna do it over that bin that I have all my dirt in. Now, got an idea of where our dirt is gonna go, which is looking actually really good. Next step is to sprinkle dirt on top of that. Now, to make this easy, I'm gonna put it in the lid of the jar. I keep my dirt in. Get a good amount. Just like this. Actually, first I'm gonna clean up one. Okay, now that we're cleaned up, the next step is going to be applying the dirt again. So, here's the module, right? We've got idea where all the dirt's gonna go. So now what I do is where it's a little thin in areas, like let's say right here, you can just do this. And also if you want to fill in holes, you can actually just use dirt. Like that. Now, there's gonna be a gravel road right here. I put dirt under it just cause I want it to look a little better on the edges. So there you go. And just a warning, I'd suggest using a spoon actually. In fact, I'm gonna go get one. Now I'm back, I have a spoon. So now, just pick up a bit. Anywhere you want dirt, you can just use a spoon. And scrape it back with it too. You can also press it down with a spoon. Just to make it look a little better, I'm gonna put a little dirt. Make this retaining wall look like it's built in, because that's what you'd want. There we go. That retaining wall is looking good. This part I will have to do something to, I haven't decided yet, and same with that. Actually, put a little more dirt on that, it'll look really good. And with most of modeling, it's think about it as like, instead of having a set plan to do scenery a very certain way, have it be something you just make up along the way. Unless you're a prototype modeling, then do what you want. After all, it's your layout, it's your choice. Okay, now the chain wall is looking good. Might want just a little bit more dirt. There. And a little bit more dirt. Okay, now our chain wall is looking good. And that's what I'm circling dirt. And also, I know we have weather grass slightly. Just make such a small margin in the middle. That'll make it pretty good. And do that randomly. It'll set grass. Come through with a few shots of grass on that. Yeah, let's leave it over there. Now that all of our dirt is applied, the next step is going to be putting down any other things you want to put down that is also sub-scenery. So in this case, I'm putting down more of this ballast to act as the road and the parking lot. So what I'll just do is I'll spread it like this. Even coating. Again, spoons are so useful for this stuff. You can just do it like that. Boom, there's a gravel driveway part. You need to there's a hole right here which I'll have to fix later, but looking pretty good actually. I can put a little more gravel actually right here to kind of fill it out. Now, do the big parking lot area. Another tip is any areas, I'm just using a piece of styrene here, you do not want it. So you can just go like that, and it'll make a nice straight line. And then blend it, and then boom. Now that looks nice. Because this is gonna be concrete, or simulated concrete, because it's actually wood. Now, what I like to do to make this nice and flat is you don't want it to be too bumpy, because yeah, to the human eye it might not be that bumpy, but you just want to take something like this, which works actually pretty well. You want to just pack it down. Because gravel like this would be packed realistically. It would have been sitting for a long time. And you can just occasionally look to the side. And now I'm going to clean up the areas that I don't want gravel. And pack it. Now that that is all done, oops, got a little glue on myself. Oh, there's a little area I missed right over here. Now you can also go through, like I'm gonna do, and do a very light sprinkle of dirt in some spots. Just to give it just that little bit of detail, and also for the road down the center. You just want to mix in some dirt ever so slightly. Now again, take the flat material and it should be all flat. Now that it's all done, it's time to fix down the scenery. Now we're gonna do the same thing we did with the other stuff. If you're doing a large area, use spray bottles, but I'm using a syringe and alcohol. And then I'm gonna go through with the glue. Now, see you when this is done. Now that that is done, the next step is going to be cleaning up any areas that you know need a little more, or needs a little more dirt. So how I do this is I grab the spoon, right? And then I take pinches and just put it where I think I need it. That's all the places that I think really need it. Oh, right there needs it. Okay. Now that that is all done, the next step is to take your glue. Remember making this last time, it's glue, water, and a little dish soap. I need to add a little more glue because it's not going to be enough. And make it until it's a consistency of milk. That is my recipe. Now I gotta add my Dawn dish soap. Add a little bit. Then I need to add my water. And it's usually 2 parts water, 1 part glue. That's a good ratio. Now, go mix that. And it leaked a little bit on me. That's not good because I didn't seal it. Now that that is all mixed, you should have another glue mixture. All good. Now you take your syringe, you fill it with glue. Then you go through and you start. Now just fast. Don't work. I'm syringe. Okay, still everything has to go. Rotating the thing works well too. Then you just spray it on the stuff you want. And if you miss a spot, it's gonna be pretty obvious because it won't be a little white if you're using the same glue I am. I'm nice about hills. Just glue just down. That's mostly done. Just up areas. Just a little bit more. Like right here. And right here. That's all done. Clean out your thing, put a little alcohol in it. Spray that out. You should have a clean tip. Now, you have done successfully all the steps needed to make a very good looking sub scenery. Now, on the next episode of How to Scenery a Model Railroad, we will be doing static grass. And then after that, we'll be doing some trees. So if you want to stay tuned for that, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and see you on the next one.